Hello, and welcome to the Casino Tears podcast. I'm one of your hosts, 10 Ton is number one, and joining me as my co-host is the one and only Ed Robinson from Roll to Win Craps. If you want more info on our show, please visit our page at casinotears.com. On this week's show, we discuss Caesar's Palace, the Hardway set, 10 Tons Confidence, crushing repeaters. We also touch on G-Ray, Byrdman, Macho Man, Elmer Fudd, fraternities, and slingin, singin, Ed Robinson gets bleeped again. Can you hear me, Ed?
Of course I can hear your ass. 2 hours late for a show.
It's not 2 hours late. It is not 2 hours late. It's
50 minutes. 50 minutes. 51 minutes. I will never get back.
What'd you do while you were waiting for me?
I was watching Vietnam movies, getting pissed off.
Which ones? What one?
It was actually a documentary that was put on by, first one I watched was by the Black Rifle Company, where they did the search and what were they called? It was all about the chopper guys, because I had a friend of mine that was.
I got to turn something on, Ed. Hold on a second. Keep talking.
Keep talking? What are you going to turn on?
I got to turn this light on over here.
Oh, nobody in the damn world see a light through a microphone.
That will change soon. Ed, I like the hat, man.
Dude, that's my new hat.
I like the hat, dude. That is that your Biloxi hat? You gonna wear that to Biloxi this weekend?
I'm gonna wear it to Biloxi. I'm gonna wear it to Tunica. I'm gonna wear it to Vegas. I'm gonna wear it wherever the hell I go.
That hat means business.
Until wintertime, then I'll wear the other black hat.
That hat means business, man. I like it. I like it, man.
We need our own Casino Tears Ed hats.
What do you call that? Is that like a Stetson hat?
This is not a Stetson. This is an Aussie Outback hat.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, good day.
Good day, mate.
The other one is a Stetson, but it's all wool felt, and it's kind of hot.
Why'd you go with the Outback Steakhouse hat?
That's my favorite style.
Yeah, I like it, man.
I can get where it bends down. It keeps the lights above the table, and it shades your eyes. You see how it's shading my eyes here?
Oh yeah, man. It looks like, yeah, that looks cool, man. It's like shading like a mask. It's like Zorro.
You can put that tip of that hat right down there at your landing zone, and you can just zero in right where you need to shoot.
That hat has a purpose.
It does have a purpose. Besides the fact that it makes me look cool.
I like it. Does make you look cool, man. Yeah, just when I was like getting used to you, thinking about you as a quarterback, slinging Ed Robinson, I wanted to change your handle, man. I kind of like that, slinging Ed Robinson. All of a sudden you show up with the Outback hat, hunting craps in Australia. Do they have craps in Australia?
Yeah, they upside down, but they got them.
Remember that casino that we talked about? That was the Cromwell.
Yeah.
I think it relates to Australia.
The Barbary Coast?
Isn't that over there?
No.
Barbary Coast? Oh, man.
You need to study up on your pirate history.
The Barbary Coast. I thought that was over there in that part of the world. I'm going to Google it right now.
You're going to pick up your phone. Look here what I got in my hand. I'm going to pick up my phone.
Barbary Coast.
It's like down in the Mediterranean somewhere. Bahamas.
I am really wrong. Yeah, it was Central and Western North Africa.
Okay. North Africa.
That was nowhere near Australia.
We're both wrong.
Yep, totally. But it's right across the street from my new favorite casino.
I don't know why you like that place. I mean, they call them naked statues in it. It's all guys.
Yeah, Romans.
I mean, is that why you like it?
Romans. Hey, did you like this shirt? Pulled this out from the archives. Macho Man.
Macho.
No, not. Who are the Village People? No, it's Randy, Macho Man Savage, dude.
I know the Village People better than I know Randy Savage, I think.
Macho Man gave the best interviews ever. And if people are listening, they know that.
He reminds you of who?
Who's that guy at your thing? The Cajun something.
Cajun Craps.
Yeah, that's what when you sent me that picture, I'm like, who is that? Macho Man?
He's a macho man. He's a blacksmith, I think, down there.
Yeah, nice, man. But
believe it or not.
Dude, I like that. Slingin' Ed Robinson. I've given you now,
I have so many monikers, it's not even funny.
Dice Whisperer, which I like, but I really like Slingin' Ed Robinson, dude.
Slinging it.
Quarterback, because you are a QB. You were a QB.
I was a QB.
Do you have a varsity jacket?
No.
I never had one of those. I always wanted one.
You had to go through a certain hazing situation to get that.
Yeah.
And I decided that I looked better with my long hair than with no hair. And that was the one thing I refused to do was shave my head.
Oh, really? That's what they do? Man, hazing, man.
One. That was the first thing.
Yeah, hazing is like
they would shave your head.
When I was at Michigan, I went to I rushed some fraternities because I thought that was I just went along.
I did that too. I was there.
Were you in a fraternity?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you would be. Were you running that thing?
In the underground.
What was it, the fraternity?
Chi Phi.
Chi Phi. I needed to study my Latin better to know. Aren't those?
It's not Latin, that's Greek.
No wonder why I needed to study
do you know your
Latin.
Greek alphabet?
No, I know a couple. Delta, right? Delta's in there.
How about this? Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, chi, rho, sigma, tau, phi, chi, psi, omega, sir. I always thought sir was the last one because that was what you had to say as a pledge.
Ed, that's really impressive. I am actually astounded once again and dumbfounded once again that you just pulled out the Greek alphabet.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, phi, chi, psi, omega.
Wow, man. That's pretty good, Ed. That's really good. I don't think I've ever had anyone recite the Greek alphabet to me.
It was required.
Oh, really? And man, and you still remember that, huh?
Oh, yeah. All these years later. Just got my newsletter in the email this week.
No way.
From my fraternity. Yep.
Yeah, I rushed a fraternity. And then these fucking assholes.
Did they have a height requirement?
I was skinnier than I am now.
I bet I was too. I was a lot skinnier.
Dude, I turned them down. I got the whatever it was, the pledge,
Yeah.
I turned them down. And then you know what they did? I had all these, I lived in a single, in the dorm, and I had all these things on my dorm door. They lit fire to it. All these flyers or whatever, trying to scare me.
Trying to scare you?
I guess so, because I said no. I kind of just went to their parties and then didn't want to go through that process.
One more alphabet question.
Go ahead.
Can you say your alphabet backwards?
Absolutely not. I mean, I probably stumble. Can you do it?
ZYXWVUTSRQPONMLKJAHGFEDCBA.
Jesus, I need to fact check that one later. See what ones you got wrong.
I didn't get any of them wrong. I stumbled.
That's pretty
once.
good, man. That's really good. I don't know when that'll come in handy.
At a bar.
That come in handy, yeah, at the craps table too.
It'll come in handy at the bar because you can win drinks.
Yeah, that's true, man. I always like those bets. I would have lost with the Barbary Coast though.
Yeah,
Totally.
Me too. Because I was thinking it was somewhere else. But when you said off North Africa, I went, yeah, that's it.
Barbary Coast. I don't know, Ed. I really do. I'm kind of stuck on the slinging Ed Robinson. Someone else sent me a comment about Ed as a quarterback. That just it seems fitting. So I don't know, man. I like Dice Whisperer, but slinging Ed Robinson, I could almost see how I'd write it, in cursive and that. Yeah, and that S.
Craig over at Old Bay Craps calls me the gunslinger.
Ah, it kind of fits in there, man. I'm working on videos. You don't know because you haven't seen any. Videos will soon be popping up, clips of us.
What? Where?
Just in due time, man. Everything's
when
on its own timetable.
The big question is when?
I think
before Christmas.
Yeah, I think beginning of September, maybe they're going to start appearing.
You think?
Yeah, because I'm going to start filming videos for my YouTube channel.
You're going to join the club.
Yeah, join the country club. More like me. I'll be like Rodney Dangerfield joining the club.
What was his famous line?
Dude, Rodney?
Yeah, he had a line. What was it?
I'll tell you, I get no respect.
No respect.
He was great. He was awesome. So, Ed, what's happening?
Are we going to talk about craps this week, or are we going to talk about something else? Because
let's talk about craps.
Because you and I hadn't recorded in a month.
Well, because we have got so much material. That's why.
Yeah, the one that dropped today was kind of hot.
You know what's funny? is that
Did it draw a lot of attention?
I always think the ones that I wasn't sure if people would like, they seem like they like,
Because
you know?
I went on a tirade. It's because I went on a tirade.
That's good though, man. Just get it off your chest.
I'm all clean tonight. I got no problems.
Nice, man. We can talk about craps. You want to hear about my
Other than you were 51 minutes late.
always, that's pretty much, you can guarantee that I'm going to,
That's why I watched a long movie.
show up a little late to things.
What are you doing?
I worked all day from 7 a.m. and then I decided I needed to clear my head before I had this conversation with you, which I know will end up lasting like 3 hours. So then I went upstairs and then I went and
It only lasts 3 hours because you're 51 minutes late.
yeah, well, it'll last 3 hours and 51 minutes. So I went upstairs and then went into the steam room for 30 minutes because you can't bring a phone in there. And then just was like, okay, I can go deal with Ed. Slinging Ed Robinson.
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear why I like Caesar's Palace so much?
The statues.
All right, so Ed, I think Caesar's Palace is my new favorite casino in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I need to make a distinction about places where you'd stay versus places where to play craps. I think Caesar's now, after playing at like most of the Caesar's properties recently, I love it, man. There's a million reasons why I love it. I don't know about like staying there. I think MGM properties consistently have like the hotel side, I think is better to stay. I'm more of a hotel snob. Caesar's Palace, though, I think is made for craps players.
Most craps players we're too worried about the rooms. I mean, we're really not. I mean, I'm not a snob. I mean, I'm a little bit of a snob, but not too bad a snob.
I mean, I am. Totally. I have no problem saying that. If I'm going to stay at a hotel, it's going to be really nice, but I put my time in. I must have said that over on this in our conversations. I mean, I've stayed in every shithole in America when I was traveling in a van through the US on multiple tours. Stayed in truck stops, Super 8s and Motel 6s with like 6 guys. That is not luxury living, Ed.
No.
And then you're sleeping. The stuff you did when you're younger, when you have no concept, like some guys would just sleep on the floor of those dirty ass hotel rooms when you don't even know better, but you're sleeping in those hotel rooms like New Haven, Connecticut. You know New Haven, where Yale is? I think Yale's there. I mean, that is a shithole, man. And then Atlanta, way back in the late 90s. I mean, that was not like necessarily a safe place. Atlanta's more like LA of the South, I think. Wouldn't you say that?
I would say it's damn close. I don't know. I think I would say LA is worse, but
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been to Atlanta and I don't like it a lot, but I've been there and I've only been to LAX, so I can't really talk about.
LA is like weather-wise, it's the best. Well, I think weather-wise in it's Southern California has the best weather in the world, period. Full stop. You can't deny that. That's the best thing about Southern California.
Isn't there a song about that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The Hotel California.
No, not that song. It don't rain in California. Girl, let me warn you. You don't know that
Singing
song?
Ed Robinson, ladies and gentlemen.
I could be singing, baby.
Singing Ed Robinson. Maybe that's your new one.
I think that was the Mamas and the Papas.
I don't know, man. That's stuff that I did not listen to. Ed,
We obviously know that.
Ed, listen to this, man. I had a conversation with Dr. No last night about Caesar's Palace. He brought up something which I never thought about, and this is a good point for everyone to hear. Caesar's Palace is the only casino when you walk in there, right in the front doors, craps tables, right there, front and center, under the huge chandelier and lights. We are here. The epicenter for craps tables, there's 7 of them. You walk in the front door of Caesar's, man. You, for valet, walk right in, and there it is, man. There's like a Lamborghini or something on display, and then there's the craps players and the craps pit, and they're in the center of the pit, not like off to the side. And then when you start thinking about it, all these other casinos, man, they're not like that. Caesars is cool, man. For craps players, it's like you are on stage, center stage, under the lights. It makes you feel special. That should be where craps players play. And I've been thinking about this, dude. Plus, I've had a few very pleasant, nice experiences as a player there. And I can go. I don't think we've even talked about those. But Ed, man, I can't wait for you to go when you're out here, and because we're going to go play Caesars, and I guarantee you're going to really like it. You want me to start listing off a bunch of reasons off the top of my head why Caesars is the place to play?
Well, since I'm not saying anything, go ahead.
Okay, here. First of all, there's multiple tables where I haven't really had to wait. You can see all the tables and you can see the spots. There's a spot open and you want to roll over there and shoot, you can. Seems like the turnover is pretty quick. So you're not necessarily waiting, or you don't have to wait. They've got crapless, regular craps, and the combinations of games. They've got crapless with repeaters, crapless with ATS, regular with repeaters, regular with ATS. So there's a lot of cool options there. And the tables hit nice. The bounce is great, and one of them is really sticky. Your dice like hit that nice. And Byrdman was my witness when we went and hit Caesars and had a great time there, man. You got any thoughts? Because I can keep going about why I like Caesars.
I would just keep going. I'm just listening. Tell me all about why you like Caesars. Because everything you've said so far is very generic. So I want to hear some specifics.
Well, it's not very generic when you think about it, as far as, first of all, the amount of tables and options you have.
How many tables?
7.
Got 7 tables. One less than the horseshoe and dying tunica. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but that are consistently open. Okay, you go into Planet Hollywood, even on a weekend, I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And not all of them are open. What I'm saying is that the craps pit is the pit. You go to Mandalay Bay back in the day, I think they had 8. I haven't been there in a long time, but I think last year when I walked through, it used to be my favorite place to play. There were like 6 tables, but they're not really open. That what I'm saying is, Ed, the pit feels alive. The craps pit feels alive. There's a lot of energy in there. People walking through that main drag, going through there, telling you, I love being in there and playing. Visually, how it's set up, the lighting, it's not dark and dreary and depressing. And you're not like, the other thing is, Ed, you don't have to wait. You can, if a table's not like turning, you can always go to another one. I've never been like blocked out of a table to go play. You want me to continue? Because I can, man. I can keep going.
I hadn't said a word. Go ahead.
Crews, all the crews were really nice. The floor people were really nice. Everyone, they all knew what they were doing. I'm telling you, just the whole craps experience at Caesars, that's the place. I knew it, man. When I took that picture, 4th of July, when I on my phone, I'll post this picture. I took a picture 4th of July with the fireworks going off and right over Caesar's Palace. And that's my screensaver on my phone right now, right? Beautiful picture. I'll send it to you, Ed. By the way, I changed your contact picture in my phone. I didn't have one.
Oh, you did?
Today, I did it. Yeah.
What'd you use?
A picture of Elmer Fudd hunting. Dude, it is hilarious, Ed. I got to send it to you. You're going to laugh, dude. You are going to crack up.
Well, I thought that rabbits. I'm a rabbit. Rabbit.
In his hunting outfit.
Rabbit. He's rabbit hunting. I noticed that your little sign on your speaker sign, be like a bee.
Be like a bee, man. That's a popular phrase. I've been learning to be like a bee.
I haven't been anywhere.
I know. That's all. You don't have any like crap stories to share. I do. I've got tons.
You got the floor.
All right. So that whole thing, when the fireworks were going off above Caesars.
4th of July?
Yeah. This past 4th of July, I was like, why haven't I played at Caesars? I don't know. I look at it out my window every day. And when you're up here, you're going to be like, it just stares you right in the face. I'm like, why am I going to all these other places and not giving Caesars a shot? I don't know, man. I was right to go do that. Ed.
All right. So let me ask you a question. Did you win money at Caesars or did you lose money?
I won money.
That's important. That might be a reason you like it.
Well, if you want to get into the technical details.
Yes.
Okay. Overall, I'm up at Caesars. Okay. All right.
All right.
There's a lot of sessions that we haven't covered, and I've been keeping very detailed records, and my buy-ins have gone up. By the way, I'm now buying in instead of 5,000. I'm buying in it for 10,000. That's
at Caesars
everywhere now. That's my buy-in. Okay. Because that is, I just feel good with that. And that's how I'm playing. But since I've done that, my play has actually been on an uptick. I don't know why, but I've been keeping very detailed, meticulous records about all of my sessions. So First time I was only down a couple $100. I was there with Hype Man, but I was pulled away. We need a term for this. That's another example of my shot was on, felt really good at the table, but I was with two people that couldn't really hang. It was a $25 table. They needed a $15 table for them to, I guess, maybe conserve or prolong their bankroll.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
It was one of those moments where afterwards I'm like, God, why did I leave? My shot looked good. It felt good. Felt like I was about to rip off like a really nice, like long roll. But it was not a Kobayashi situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the opposite. Like you're telling your friends, go ahead, you can leave. Whatever
Yeah.
that term is.
Exactly. Adios, mofo.
I'm going to stay. So I ended up going back with Byrdman.
Was this before or after the Palms? What was this?
Byrdman was here like a week ago.
Okay. Okay. I don't know these things.
Yeah, this is very recent. Byrdman was here and he went out and had a lesson with Bo. So I drove him over to Bo's place and I sat in on a lesson. It was great. I bought Bo a nice bottle of tequila as a little gift.
Did he like it?
Dude, he loves the tequila I bring him, man. He loves it. It's this El Cristiano Añejo. Pretty pricey, man.
If it's pricey out there, it's not even for sale over here.
I might not even be available over there.
It's not.
Okay. So at the end of Bo's session, I just was able to shoot a little at the end of Byrdman's session with Bo. And somehow we got talking on, sets, and we were talking about the Hardway set. Something I've never shot. I don't shoot the Hardway set, never have. Don't know why, just haven't. It's one of those things. Have you? And do you use the Hardway set?
Have I? Yes. Do I? Seldom.
How come and when did you? When you were first starting?
When I was a baby.
What do you mean when you were a baby?
In craps. I mean, that's the first set every baby uses because
I
they don't know
didn't.
what the hell, they don't know how the hell throw the dice.
I didn't.
So what you're looking for is you're looking for at least, you're looking for one die off axis.
Yeah.
So if you can get one die off axis, if you're getting sixes and ones on one of the die, you're not going to throw a seven unless you throw them both off axis in the same direction. You'll never throw a seven if you only throw one die off axis.
I heard something that said, well, real shooters don't necessarily use the Hardway set.
That is correct.
Can you elaborate on that?
I'm slamming you right now in front of your face on Zoom.
Dude, that's okay. Do you think that bothers me at all? That just will make me laugh because I'm going to take the Hardway set in front of your face. In fact, go block for me at Caesars. I'm going to take the Hardway set.
You want me to go out of position and block for you.
Yeah, just have a drink and you could watch. You don't even have to bet. And then watch when I just clean up throwing the Hardway set because I fucking cleaned up with the Hardway set. At Bo's house, I rolled it. And again, I never threw the Hardway set. Never did, dude. I was the baby that didn't learn. Idiot savant. Okay. I did not. It's a lot of times idiot, but there's the savant part. So I threw like almost a 30 roller, high 20s when I picked it up at Bo's house. I was like, shit, maybe there's something to it. I'm going to throw this thing tonight.
If you can get a table that replicates kind of like whatever his table is, which is very firm, then yeah, I can see that.
Okay, so check this out. Went to the
did you throw Hardways or did you throw just box numbers?
Dude, let me just tell you, 19 roller was my first. Byrdman I only threw twice. My first toss there was a 19 roller. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm just going to say it's 20. It sounds better.
Call it 20.
Call it 20. 9 of those were 8s, of which 5 of them were hard 8s. I hit the repeater on.
Okay. That works a lot. That works good.
Okay. And then I hit the repeater, I think on the 12, on the, one of the extremes, maybe 2 of the extremes. The funny thing is that I'll remember is that my point was 6 and I never made the point, Ed. It was 20.
I've seen that many times.
Yeah. 20 rolls, but
and who cares at that point?
It paid
but you got
off.
to pick you got to pull off your odds. If you got odds on that 6 after about 4 or 5 rolls and you're not hitting the 6, back down the odds. Be like a bee, dude.
I know,
back it down. Don't worry about it if you hit it.
I don't necessarily think I was necessarily focusing much on betting because I was actually, my mind was consumed with throwing this new set, which is obviously the basic set. But man, the table, I'm also leaning in farther when I throw. So I'm like throwing right down the center of the table, dude. Those tables are also perfect height. They are just hitting really nice. So maybe that was a fluke. I don't know, but that was a huge roll. The table's great, man. I know the exact table.
So what was your second roll? Your second roll was, you said you threw twice.
It was under 10, but it wasn't like a PSO or anything. It wasn't anything. It just wasn't anything special.
Okay. Do you remember what your 7 was?
No, I don't remember what my 7. I do remember, though, it had a lot to do with my toss because my left dice just kicked out all the way to the left over to the side. And that was, if I can keep these things in line down center, we are looking good. And you know what? You're going to be there because you're going to be straight down center watching me rip off another 20 roller when I'm there.
Okay. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you the question I asked every other one of these swinging that I play with all the time.
You want me to tell you about my other session there? The next time I went and played?
Do you want me to ask the question or do you want
Yeah, let me tell you.
You go ahead and tell me.
No, let me tell you before you.
And then I'll
before
forget
you,
my question.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Ed.
No,
you
go ahead.
go
Never
get
mind.
this, and
Never
then
mind.
I'm
Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm
I ain't gonna ask you the question. Period.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. So then I went back there again to meet this guy, G Ray. G Ray witnessed it. Okay. Hey, G Ray, that must have been in the 30s for sure. I was down. Okay. Made the mistake that I always do in the beginning. I was down probably $2,500.
Yeah, but you got a $10,000 buy-in.
Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so down $2,500 on my roll, I ended up being up over $3,000. 3,500 is a huge roll that I had. So let me just tell you, with the Hardway set, same spot, stick left 1, hit the repeater 8, hit the repeater 12, hit the repeater 10, hit the 9, hit the 5, and hit aces. Killed it. That roll was epic. Heat was there just watching. People, G-Ray came over and I was like, G-Ray, I just hit like 5 repeaters right now. I made like $6,000. He saw it when he came over. And man, I'm telling you. So I can't wait to go to back to this specific table at Caesars. I'm going to throw the Hardway set. Let's see how it does. Humor
And
me.
I'm going to go stand all the way down at the far end and block for you.
Yeah. And then when I make one of those repeaters, I'm going to be like, who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby?
I'm going to point over when I hit my point or clear a repeater.
I can send one of my kids down there to block for you. I don't need to even go.
Yeah, dude. Listen, I hope you're there right on deck, dude. Singing Ed Robinson, dude. Right?
It don't rain in California.
Oh, man.
Girl, don't they warn you?
Man.
What?
You and Lainey Wilson, right?
Did you finally see a picture of Lainey? I sent you a picture of Lainey.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I haven't heard her, any of her music.
You don't need to hear her. You just need to look at her.
I just need to look at.
You know, I really hate these weight loss drugs.
Yeah. You know,
She's
Ozempic?
lost, because she's lost 4 asses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was up there?
Oh, well, she was very shapely.
Really? I had no idea.
Oh, my God.
I like that commercial, though, a long time ago.
She would get up on a stage and sing Fat Bottom Girls.
So she was pretty heavy?
No, she's not heavy.
She's just big. big in all the right places.
She got curves.
Yeah, curves, man. Dangerous curves.
She had them, and she always wore bell bottoms. Anyway, go ahead.
Listen, man, that Ozempic, right? You ever hear that? You ever see that commercial? Ozempic?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV.
Ed,
I practice craps.
what were you gonna say? That I'm being like that? You were saying I've heard it all from these swinging dicks. What? That I'm confident in my throw with that set on that table? Yes, I am. I can't wait to go back there.
Do you know how many people
Oh my God.
that I have played with
Okay.
that want the premier shooting position, and they want to put one of the best shooters on the table out of position because they're
Yeah.
you can bleep that. You can bleep that. Everybody liked the bleeps this week, by the way.
God, I'm glad that they. I didn't bleep. I don't bleep myself. I just bleep you.
I don't remember what I was going to say now. It don't matter. Go ahead. I'm listening to
What?
you.
Were you mad that I put you over? That I said you should be straight out?
You're going to make me block? You're going to make me block?
Oh, did you get offended by that, dude?
A little bit.
I'll go and switch over there and block for
I'm
you.
I'm going to be playing while you're working, so I'll be happy to block.
You're going to be playing all day, dude. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You're going to need a break.
I got to open up a new bank account before I even get out there, so go ahead.
I'm going to be like, Ed, here's one of my free drinks. just chill out here and watch watch this toss, man.
I'll block for you. I will block for you, and I won't even bet. I'll just watch.
Just watch, dude. Take pictures.
They won't let us.
No, Ed, come on, man. Slinging Ed Robinson. Dude, first of all, I'm assuming you could shoot from any position. I know you can.
I will shoot from any position.
Right.
Where do you want me to shoot from, 10 ton?
I will not. Wherever you want, because I can just move over.
No, I can't shoot wherever I want because you're going to take the best spot on the table. So where do you want me to shoot
Yeah, but
from?
I can just slide down. That's how it works.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're already skinny, so I could just give you a craps check and move you out of the way.
Getting skinny won't be a problem. Byrdman was stick left too. When we were shooting, yeah, it's no big deal. Those tables are short.
You just feel better if you're right up there next to the stick.
Yep, I do. I like being right up in there, right there. I'm not a confident shooter.
I'll shoot from wherever you want me to. I don't care. Wherever
you feel comfortable. Sometimes you're going to feel
everywhere because I practice from everywhere, dude. I don't give a shit.
That's the why, man. That's good, man. You're versatile at a private table. Then
you want me to shoot from stick right? I'll shoot from stick right. I don't give.
Let's dominate that table, dude. Let's dominate that table.
Yeah.
Seeing that I can really, I'm going to be at stick left 2 or stick left 1. Otherwise, I'm not really going to be shooting. And you know what? That is a weak part of my game. I could care less. Because I don't have to. Because guess what? Bzz, be like a bee. I don't care.
You're a cocky little sucker, aren't you?
Cocky. I know what I'm good at. The few things that I'm good at. And I happen to be very good at throwing the Hardway set from stick left 1 at table 401 at Caesars.
I'm embarrassed to be on a damn podcast with anybody who shoots a freaking Hardway set.
Listen, man, I am not. If it's not broke, right? If it's not broke, don't.
That
fix
is
it.
True.
What?
That is true. Let me see if you can hit it. You know, if you can hit them Hardways, I'll bet them. If you can't hit them, I'm gonna.
The funny thing is,
I'm gonna cuss you for being in my position.
The funny thing, though, Ed, is that I was like, oh, well, a real shooter just shouldn't be using that set. I don't care if I'm a real shooter. All I know is that I've ripped off 3 20+ rolls out of 6 attempts, 7 attempts with that. I mean, I've had some big rolls with those. We'll see.
All right. Let me ask you a question.
We hope you enjoyed this podcast and will tell all of your fellow craps playing friends about it. Please follow Casino Tears on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. If you like the show, please rate it 5 stars and leave a review. The best and most fun way to contact us would be to call and leave a message on our official Casino Tears vent line, 229-07. You can also email us at no7@casinotears.com. New episodes drop weekly every Tuesday. On behalf of Roll to Win Craps from Alabama and 10 Ton is #1 from Las Vegas, thanks for listening.